lingers over the plains north of Beleriand. Morgoth stirs in Angband, brooding on how to shatter the new might of the Noldor. He dispatches large hosts of orcs, testing the power of Fingolfin's high kingship and hoping to strike a blow that unsettles the elves' foothold. Scouts bring word to Hithlum. Legions move in stealth across the waste. Fingolfin summons captains from each realm, including Fingon and others who proved themselves in earlier conflicts. He says, in a calm yet firm voice, "We must not let them pass beyond our watch." Dawn finds the Noldor riding forth with swift determination. Their banners catch the early light, horns sounding over the fields. The orcs, still concealing themselves in gorges and ravines, sense the elves' approach, but believe their numbers are enough to crush any force. They recall the bloody lessons of the Dagor Goliath and remain wary, yet Morgoth's orders demand aggression. One orc captain snarls to his underlings, "We hold the advantage of surprise. Kill them before they muster." But the Noldor advance in well-coordinated lines. Watchful eyes comb every ridge for signs of orc movement. The first skirmish flares near a stony outcrop. Elven archers, hidden by dusk, unleash a deadly volley. Orcish yells echo through the ravine. Fingon signals his troops, "Push them back, let none escape to warn their masters." The warriors rush in, blades flashing. The orcs flail but cannot withstand the disciplined onslaught. Word of this rout spreads swiftly among the enemy ranks, causing fear to ripple. A second orc host attempts to outflank the elves from the north, but Fingolfin directs part of his cavalry to sweep across the open ground. The clash is fierce, steel ringing under a sky turning pale gold with the rising sun. Spears catch the orcs in the flank, scattering them. The elves do not relent. "Leave none to regroup," a captain shouts. The orcs break in confusion, many fleeing back toward Angband's dark spires, carrying news of swift defeat. The main orc legion tries to form a defensive circle. They expect the Noldor to show mercy, or at least pause. Instead, Fingolfin's voice carries, "We cannot let them return unscathed. Strike now and end this threat." Elves in shining mail surge forward. A bitter melee rages for a time, but the orcs soon collapse beneath the relentless assault. Some attempt to hide in small gullies. Others try a desperate push eastward, only to be cut off by the elven cavalry. The cost to the Noldor is not small, yet the orcs suffer total ruin, no chance to reorganize. The entire plain resounds with the cries of a people freed from the burden of stealth. Victory emerges radiant in the dawn. When the final wave of orcs is destroyed or in flight, the elves gather on that battlefield. They see few of their own fallen. Fingolfin stands with eyes cast north toward Angband and proclaims in a clear tone, "This day belongs to the Eldar." Many hail him as a towering figure who brought unity after the troubles that followed the crossing of the Helcaraxi. Fingon, by his side, echoes, "Let Morgoth know that our watch here does not sleep." In the aftermath, the Noldor named this event Dagor Aglareb, the Glorious Battle. Their success is so decisive that Morgoth's minions do not dare a major attack again for many years. This victory cements the confidence of the elves. They begin the siege of Angband, sealing Morgoth within his fortress. Scouts build watchtowers on the heights, archers guard narrow passes, and small strongholds spring up throughout the north. Men have yet to come in significant numbers, so the burden rests on the Noldor and their Sindarin allies. Yet they hold steadfast, heartened by the knowledge that their foe has been checked. The elves do not grow lax in triumph. They recall that Morgoth never truly surrenders. His cunning extends deep underground, fueling orc-breeding pits and dreadful secrets. Still, for the moment, the land rejoices. The proud leaders who stand against Morgoth realize they can indeed keep him at bay. Gil-galad is not yet on the scene. He will rise in later struggles, but those present speak of him in hushed admiration. Another generation of elf lords will add their valor. For the next 2 centuries or more, Beleriand basks in relative security. The watchers on the peaks maintain a quiet vigilance. Some brave souls push their realms closer to Angband's shadow, though caution remains. The very name of Dagor Aglareb endures as a reminder that if the elves stand united, even Morgoth's malice can be humbled. Yet all know that a greater storm may gather eventually. Morgoth, cunning as ever, will not dwell idly in defeat. No matter how bright the day, the Watchers sense the undercurrent of a lurking darkness. For now, though, the glorious battle has set the tone for an age of watchfulness, forging a hope that Beleriand might endure under starlight and the early glimpses of new suns. Click below and reward yourself with another fascinating and exciting story.